That explains the blazer in this blazing heat. Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Moira, and for today's video, finally, mangyayari na yung video na sinasabi ko previously. So today, I will be talking all about the Arki majors that I took in UP. It's been a while since I posted. It's just been a busy few weeks, and also the new Crash Bandicoot game came out. And also, sorry kung rinig nyo yung ulan sa background kasi umuulan, and non-stop na talaga yung ulan, so wala na akong magagawa. Okay, so this is actually, it's kind of like part 3, talking all about the subjects that I took, because a few videos back I talked all about the college classes that I took, yung mga non-majors, so I will link those videos down below. I also kind of talked about my Arki majors in my Life of an Architecture Student vlog. Parang pinasadahan ko lang ganon. Pero today I will be talking like about each and every one of them so that you know if architecture interests you. Dami ko na sinabi, pero a few other disclaimers is that first, I'm not gonna be mentioning any profs' names. I may be talking about how they handle the class, pero yun lang yun. And then for these subjects, these are from the UP Arki 2012 curriculum kasi I entered the university back in 2014. Pero I think meron ng bago, I'm not sure. So I'll just link what I can find down below. And also, so sa UP lang tong mga subjects na to. In other universities, they may have similar subjects, iba lang pangalan. Pwede ring may ibang subjects na meron sila na wala kami, or meron kami na wala sila. So yun, keep that in mind that this is just for UP Arki kasi yun lang naman talaga yung napag-aralan ko. Doon lang ako nag-aral. The things that I will discuss are just based on my own experience. This will be part 1 of 2 videos kasi masyadong madaming Arki majors. So anyways, haba nun. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Woo! First, freshman year. So for your first 3 semesters in college, you will only have 3 Arki majors per semester. The first subject is Arc 1, of course. So Arc 1 is all about drafting. Dito nyo mapapag-aralan yung basically all about drawing lines. Parang sa una, yun lang talaga yung gagawin nyo. Magda-draw lang kayo ng lines, paulit hanggang sa kaya nyo na without ruler, hanggang sa sobrang linis niya, makuha nyo yung tamang line weights. Dito nyo din mapapag-aralan kung paano mag-drawing ng plano with the complete tags and dimensions, how to draw sections, elevations, ganyan. Basically, Arc 1 is just very technical. It's just about drafting manually. Then, alongside Arc 1, you're gonna take up Arc 2, which is kind of like the opposite of Arc 1. So, Arc 2 is all about freehand drawing. Parang art class, ganon. Tuturuan kayo ng different techniques on how you can draw perspectives and other things manually. Dito nyo matetest out if you do better with like watercolor or with markers or black and white, I don't know, hanggang sa ma-develop nyo na yung sarili nyong style. Dito din sa subject na to, tinuturo yung mga perspectives, yung may mga vanishing point, ganyan, 2-point perspective, or 1-point, or 3-point, may 3-point ba? Kapag first year, first sem talaga, heavy siya on manual plates. Next, Arc 10 is your design subject. So actually, every semester in architecture school, you have a design subject. And then, yung design subject na yun, sabi nila, yun yung pinaka-importante na kailangan mong mapasa. Kasi kapag hindi ka nakapasa nun, hindi mo matitake yung next design course for the next semester. Prerequisite siya, ganun. The core of being an architect is knowing how to design. So, kaya siya importante. Pero, kapag first year, first sem naman, this Arc 10 is, for me, it was just all about exploring your creativity. The first plate we ever did was a chair, as in, design a chair. I think I shared it in my What's in My Sketchpad series, which will be coming soon again. And then our first real legit plate there was actually a jeepney stop. The jeepney stop right outside of Arki. Gumawa kaming model, ganon. Then after that, we designed a drafting table hanggang sa we designed a bedroom hanggang sa magde-design ka ng sarili mong condo. Like yung inside lang ng condo unit. It's really just more about exploring your creativity, trying out new things para ma-enhance yung skill mo na yun. Moving on to second semester, first we have Arc 3. So Arc 3 was all about presentations. Medyo similar siya sa Arc 2 na pagka-freehand pa din. But also, dito kami natuto paano gumawa ng sketch models. We also did kirigami, I think. Basta yung paper cutouts, ganyan, of different architectural buildings. Kung paano gumawa ng boards, ayan, photography, pinag-aralan din namin. At the end, present kami. Legit presentation and may video din kasama. So yeah, it's basically all about presentation. Next, Arc 16. Arc 16 is the first HTC subject. I think it stands for History, Theory, and Culture. So basically, Arki History. So sa Arc 16, I think ano nga ba? Medyo matagal na to, so hindi ko matandaan. But I think it was about just different architectural styles? Tama ba? Basta parang general history of architecture siya. Next is Arc 20. Arc 20 is the design subject, and this one is all about house design. At first, we designed a bathroom, and then we designed the kitchen, and then we designed, actually, I think we designed a restaurant. After that, we designed community facility. Ang tawag doon? Yung parang clubhouse sa subdivision, ganon. Our final plate for that was two-story house. That was one of my favorite design plates ever kasi I've always wanted to do house designs, and finally, nagawa ko na siya noong first year ko. And now, for your second year. So first you have Arc 4. Arc 4 is the computer software programs. Hindi, actually AutoCAD lang yung pinag-aralan namin nung Arc 4. It took one whole semester kasi AutoCAD is yun yung pinaka-importanteng software na kailangan alam ng isang architect and engineers, ganon, kasi dun kayo gumagawa ng plano. Kailangan alam mo talaga lahat ng commands, ganyan. Yun, so sa second year kami nag-start mag-aral ng computer software program. Next, we have Arc 17. Arc 17 is the second HTC subject, and this was all about Philippine architecture. I enjoyed learning about the history of architecture in the Philippines from like the bahay kubo, ganon, which is, alam niyo ba, ang bahay kubo, hindi siya unique sa Pilipinas. Kasi if you look at our other neighboring countries, meron din silang parang sariling version ng bahay kubo. And then like yung history ng biyak na bato? Hindi siya biyak na bato. History ng bahay na bato, kung bakit nga ba ganon na bato yung sa baba tapos wood yung sa taas. Hanggang you move on to like the 70s, 80s na Art Deco, Brutalism, hanggang sa modern Filipino architecture. And then your design subject for that is Arc 21. So for Arc 21, I think we designed a dormitory, a college complex-ish something, and a Filipino... Oh my gosh, I forgot the term. Lagi pinapadesign sa amin. Ang tawag dun. I'll try to insert it somewhere kung matandaan ko siya. Moving on to the next semester. So, second year, second sem, eto na, dumadami na yung architecture subjects nyo. The first one is Arc 5. Arc 5 is a continuation of Arc 4, so puro computer software pa din. In our case, since I took this 2016, the programs that we learned was first AutoCAD, pero yung 3D, as in, gagawin mo siyang 3D sa AutoCAD, which is not usually used naman. AutoCAD is mostly used for 2D plans talaga. The second software that we learned is SketchUp. So, ito yung madalas namin ginagamit for 3D modeling. And then, the last one that we learned is ArchiCAD. ArchiCAD is kind of a combination of AutoCAD and SketchUp na pwede doon both 2D and 3D. But I think, so mga lower batches sa amin, they got to learn how to use Revit, which I'm so jealous of kasi hindi pa rin ako marunong mag-Revit. Next, we have Arc 18. So, this is the third HTC subject, and I think this was about Asian architecture. You get to learn about the architecture of the countries from like Japan to China to... ano pa ba nasa Asia? Basta Asian architecture, which was also very interesting to see how other cultures develop their own architectural styles. Next, Arc 22 is the design subject. Medyo similar siya sa Arc 21. At ata yung subject na pumunta kami ng circle para mag-interview ng mga tao, ganyan, to know the spirit of the place, diwa ng lunan, mga ganun. We designed shopping center. Basta yung sa may Philcoa. Hindi ko na kung may iba kaming design project other than that, pero I think it was mostly that. So, talagang progressive siya na you get to try different styles on just one project para makita mo kung ano yung pinaka-efficient and yun yung gagamitin mo sa final plate mo, sa pag-pass mo. Then, we have Arc 23. So, Arc 23 is the first subject about materials. So, you just learn about the different materials that are used in architecture. So, pinapag-aralan namin lahat from doors to windows to CHB, reinforced concrete, and all those other stuff. And dun yung malalaman na sobrang daming different kinds of construction materials. Sa doors pa lang, ang dami. Tapos kailangan mo siya i-memorize lahat para sa exam. Kahit sa windows, ganon, mayroong awning, mayroong casement, mayroong jalousie, mayroong ganito, ganyan. Basta, ang dami. And the last semester that I'm gonna talk about for this video is third year, first sem, which is semester na puro Arki majors, as in Arki majors and one engineering subject. Third year is, as they say, the most difficult year next to thesis. Suddenly, when you're in third year, everything becomes more serious. So anyways, here are the subjects that you will learn. So first one is Arc 19. So this is the last HTC subject and this is about world architecture. World architecture ba? Or European architecture. Sobrang favorite ko tong subject na to kasi doon makita na ang ganda ng mga buildings sa Europe. Tapos parang, oh my gosh, gusto ko na pumunta ng Europe din. So like from the Colosseum to the Parthenon, yung may mga different styles din, yung mga Gothic architecture, ganyan. Sobrang, wow, ang galing! Tsaka yung diba, nag-fangirl na ako. Basta, it was very interesting for me. I really like learning about the history of architecture. I forgot to mention, with Arc 16, mayroong optional field trip to Bataan, I think. And then, Arc 17, may optional field trip to Sagada. Okay, next, Arc 24. Arc 24 is, I don't remember, so let me just look it up. 24 is a construction subject. Pero hindi ko masyadong matandaan kung ano nangyari dito. Hindi ko matandaan kung sino din prof ko. Basta yun, kapag construction subject, sobrang tedious. Kasi ang daming like yung mga rebars, ganyan, papag-aralan nyo na siya. So, medyo engineering-ish siya. Tapos, kailangan nyo mag-draft ng mga plans na gano'n para ma-familiarize din kayo. So, mahirap siya pag-aralan, especially if bago lang lahat sa'yo. Eventually, lalo na kapag nag-work ka, sobrang importante na alam mo yung mga bagay na yun. Kasi, dun din nakasalalay yung structural integrity ng building. Next is Arc 28. Arc 28 is kind of like the engineering subject na math related. Parang continuation siya ng physics. Pero physics siya na mas related na sa architecture. Kukompute kayo ng mga loads, ganyan. Shear something diagram. Nakalimutan ko na. Basta yun. It's a lot of math. Pero hopefully, if you get a good prof like I did, mas maintindihan niyo siya. Arc 31 is our design subject. Now, for this one, this was the start of our design subjects being bigger. Like, mas malalaking projects na siya. We only had 2 design plays. So the first one was the UP Shopping Center, which like every Arki student will experience designing the UP Shopping Center. Pero hindi naman siya nagka-come to life. The other one was a resort hotel in Palawan. It was our first time to use the computer softwares that we learned. Dati kasi yung mga design namin puro manual. Pero kapag third year, pwede nang computerized. So mas madali. Mas madali ba siya? Parang hindi ko rin sure. So, like, nung first year ka, you were designing a chair. And now, your third year, you're designing a whole hotel. Palaki ng palaki yung projects. And paunti ng paunti yung design projects per semester. For that semester, we also had Arc 57, which was about building laws. National Building Code, yung Fire Code, yung PWD. Doon namin siya pinag-aralan. And it may sound really boring, as in, kasi, oh my gosh, puro laws. Pero, thankfully, I had a really good professor there na every meeting, may game kami. So, mas mas engaged, ganyan. Kasi gusto namin manalo para may chocolate kami, ganyan, parang mga bata. Effective naman siya sa amin. Natuto pa rin ako. And the last one is Arc 60, which is urban design. But this one is more of just on the site itself. Parang site design-ish siya. Basta natatandaan ko lang yung huling project namin dito is imbes na you design like yung mga interiors, ganyan, mas importante yung sa site mismo. Kung bakit dito mo linagay yung parking, bakit mo dito nilagay yung ferry. Basta yung ferry sa Pasig. Yung mga decisions na yun yung nagmamatter dun sa urban design na subject. And we will continue this in the next video. But anyways guys, that is it for this video. Kung medyo sabog yung utak ko, I'm so sorry. Pero ikwento ko lang whatever first comes to my mind. At least it's a little bit more personal that way. Yeah, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe, and also don't forget to click on the notification bell so you're updated whenever I post a new video. Comment down below what video you want to see next. Watch out for part 2, and I will see you all next time. Bye!